Okay. Now, where do I stand it?
Oh, well, can't stand because that whole book can.
Oh, okay. Guess I'll.
Baby. Oh, yeah, but Miss.
Oh.
Miss was for tone for that boy.
Okay, but.
Hold on. Oh, I'm talking.
Alright. Okay.
My way. Huh? You put this out these back in there. Huh? Go fetch my feet.
Gosh. Alright.
Congratulations! You just learned your first 3 notes and completed your first step on your piano journey. Now you can choose from dozens of piano courses and get to playing all your favorite songs from our library, with new songs added every week. We'll be here to help you every step of the way, making sure you succeed with real-time feedback, fun workouts, and more. With Simply Piano, millions of people have achieved their dream of playing the piano. Now it's your turn.
Don't be conceited or else I'll break my mouse phone. I'm not doing my thing.
Next up, we'll show how far you've come.
No, I'm good. Thank you. Continue. Oh. Just wait on. That's it.
Come on. Come on, finish. You got this.
Oh.
This is what Daddy does.
Oh.
No more.
Nope. Alright.
Yes. I tried again.
So are you familiar with all cows eat grass or spelling the word face in the spaces of the treble clef? You are expected to use these acronyms to memorize notes. That was the original way. That's how I was taught. And I have to tell you, there is a better, easier, and faster way to read music. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how. So first things first, this is a grand staff. And here we have a treble clef, which represents notes higher on the keyboard, which are generally played with our right hand. And then below that, we've got a bass clef, which represents lower notes on the piano, which we generally play with our left hand. Now, we've got 5 lines and 4 spaces in each clef. So what I want to tell you is, it's just the alphabet. So instead of looking at these lines and spaces as their own individual planets, we can see this as something that's all connected. This is middle C. Now, middle C is the C nearest the middle of your keyboard. So this is middle C on my piano. That's middle C on the music. From middle C to the next possible spot, you get D. And then after that, you get E. And then the first bass, which is F. And then after that, G. And in the musical alphabet, we go from G to A. So now we're on A, and then B, and then it just keeps going. And I just want to let you know, this is where people get kind of like tripped up. Middle C in the treble clef. So if you see middle C here, just below the treble clef, it's telling you to play this key on the piano with your right hand. When you see this note written above the bass clef, you see how it's been given its very own line above the 4 spaces and 5 lines of the bass clef. This is the same exact key on the keyboard, middle C. They are connected. It's all one continuum. So if you take middle C and move backwards, you get B. And then you get A, and then you get G, and then you get F, and then E, and then D, and then C. Saying the musical alphabet both forward and backward helps you so much when it comes to reading music. Now that you understand how this is all connected and it's just the alphabet, we can get started with our very first trick, landmark notes. So landmarks help us know where we are and where we want to be. We use these with directions all the time, so why not use them with music? So what I want to encourage you to do is pick a couple of spots on the staff to just memorize so that you can get a sense of where in the musical alphabet you are. So middle C is a perfect landmark note. Every piano player should see that and go, that's middle C, it's in the treble clef, I play it with this hand, or that's middle C, I play it, it's in the bass clef, it's with my left hand. Now there are two other landmarks I really like to use. So this bass clef symbol is also known as the F clef, and that's for a reason. That's because that circle that you see is around the note F of the bass clef. F clef, the little circle, that line there is F. Now the treble clef is also known as the G clef, and its little curl wraps around line 2 of the treble clef, and that is G. So, funny coincidence? I think not. Okay, so kind of put that in the back of your mind for a moment, because from here, it's really just all about patterns. So check this out. We've got some notes. Now, if you were making your landmark notes in your brain, you know that that first one is middle C. Now, I want you to notice how we go from a line, which is middle C, to a space, that's the D, to a line, which is the E, to a space, which is the F, to a line, which is the G. Those are moving from one spot to the next possible spot. So you can just go, oh, well, that first one's C, and everything else is just moving up from there. I just gotta move my fingers up in steps. So I wasn't like, oh, that's C, and that's D, and that's E. I just thought, oh, that's C, and I'm going up. It's that easy. Now let's take away a couple of notes. Now you'll notice we have a line note, and a line note, and a line note. So we're skipping some of those spaces. So now we're playing C, we're skipping D, we're playing E, we're skipping F, and we're playing G. So you just have to think, I'm skipping up. I'm reading the C, I'm skipping, and I'm skipping. It's so simple. There's no acronyms required. So here's another pattern. You can see we're starting on middle C again, and the notes are stepping up, and then they just come back down. So I follow the pattern up and down. Now you might be thinking, okay, that's fine, Lisa, but what if the notes are farther apart? Don't worry, because it really still comes back to the distance between the notes. This is a concept called intervals. So the space from one note to the next is called an interval. So from here to here, that's an interval of a second, 1, 2. From here to here is the interval or the space of a third, 1, 2, 3. So I could call this a step, just stepping to the next spot. I liked it in my head because I used to teach a lot of kids classes. I call this a skip or a jump. If you've got a line note like middle C, and then you've got a space note, but you're like, whoa, that's way farther apart than just a little step. I call that a leap. It's a little more than a jump. And that's a fourth. And then if you see something that's going from a line to a line or a space to a space, but they're farther apart than just a jump or a skip would be, that's a fifth. Let's put this into practice for a moment because it's gonna make it all make so much more sense. Now here's some music, and we've simplified this a little bit to make it as easy as possible to read because we're beginners here, but this is a great way for you to see how what you've learned is probably already helping your brain go, oh, I know what to do. So the first note you see, that's a landmark. That is middle C. So you're just gonna play middle C. And now I wanna just take a moment, think about it. The next note you see is not only a landmark note, but it's one of those interval distances we talked about. So that note is the second line of the treble clef, the one that runs through the center of the curl of the treble clef. It's a fifth away from middle C. So just read middle C, and you're gonna go all the way up here, and then you're going back to middle C. Now here's another familiar pattern. We're going to the next possible spot, which is the space, which is D, and then we're going up a step, and then we're going up a step, and now we're going back down. And you're reading notes. So I hope this is starting to open up a world of possibilities for you. Yes, this is the beginning. Yes, this is just the first steps, but what I really want you to take away from this is that you do not have to pull your hair out trying to memorize every single note on the staff. That's great, and that's gonna come in time with repetition. But while you're getting there, because you can't rush that process, while you're getting there, looking for these patterns, having those landmark notes that help you know where you are is going to make a world of a difference. So it's really not about memorizing the acronyms. It's about having your landmarks, understanding patterns and intervals, and then kind of just guesstimating your way through the music. And when you can do that, you can read notes so much faster. Now, if you want more on sight reading, we've got lots more inside piano. In fact, we have a whole bunch of courses just dedicated to reading notes, and you can access those for free inside the members area with a 7-day trial. So comment below, let me know your thoughts. Do you like this method? Do you love your acronyms? I really do want to hear from you, so comment below. I'll see you there, and happy playing.